Review of my Magnum Viper 8 inches boot. Very happy with these boots. I've owned these boots for over about 6 years, where I've actively used them in various environments, including field, office, firing range, jungle. I've used these boots in all environment, and I must say that they are very good quality boots. I'm very happy with the results. Okay, moving on to the specifics. The sole of the boot has got 3 parts to it. It's got a decent thickness rubber outsole. The tread pattern is quite aggressive and very thick lugs. Gives decent amount of grip. However, whenever there is slush, I find that the slush does tend to stick inside and then the boots do become slippery. In between the heel and the toe, there is a wedge in between which aids in grip. Further in the wedge, you can see that there is a rugged pattern in between which further gives good grip while climbing. The front of the outsole has got this pattern which aids in grip while climbing. The outsole is stitched up front for better longevity. The rear is not stitched. However, the outsole has been pulled right up till this point. In many of the boots, you will find that the outsole finishes right here, and so when you are walking, there is a possibility that the outsole might get stuck at various points in time and then get pulled down. However, here because the outsole is right up till this point, the midsole is protected and the outsole doesn't come off. Over 7 years of use, this boot has seen. The pasting I'm very happy with of Magnum. None of the pasting has come off any place. After the outsole, the midsole is classic EVA, a soft compound, very comfortable and very thick on this particular pair of boots. Other pair of boots, the EVA compound in the midsole is not so thick. Here the midsole is very thick. It starts right from the front, middle, right up till the rear. In the rear, they have a air charged air cell here. This is like those Nike shoes of yesteryears where they used to have these air pads. So this is just an air pod in between. It's a small plastic piece with air in between, which is put underneath the heel. I would say that the comfort is very decent. However, it is not spongy. Even though it does have an air sole, it is comfortable, but it is not spongy. Unlike sports shoes that I've seen, it is not spongy, it is still firm enough, which is right in keeping with the character of the boot. On the inside, the boot has a insole also inside, which is EVA compound. It doesn't have any branding, but it does have a insole. So there are 3 layers to the sole, which is always good in any boot that you buy. An outsole, which is a good thick quality rubber, sturdy, then a good EVA midsole of decent density and thickness, and then a insole also inside. Right from the first use that I started wearing the boot, and I bought this offline, I bought it from a shop. Right from the first use, this boot has never bitten. There has been no discomfort in this boot. The upper of the boot is a combination of leather and synthetic. Here, if you see, over a period of about 7 years that I've used this boot, 6 to 7 years, the major component, which is the leather, has remained quite untouched. However, this PU coating, which you will find is there on all boots, this PU coating has started coming off from the bend points or the area where the boot tends to bend. So from these areas it has started coming off. I am no longer able to wear this boot in office environment because it is not meeting uniform regulation. I am bound to get ticked off if I wear such boots because it looks torn. However, it is not torn. It is the leather inside is okay. Only the polyurethane coating on top has started coming off. So I do still wear these boots, but I wear them when I'm going outside, maybe to the firing range or in other field conditions. but I don't wear them with the office uniform anymore. I wear them with the field uniform only. Also, initially I was thinking that because of the huge amount of stitching and design which this boot has got, that there might be more points of failure. You can see the stitching is going all around. There are multiple patches of leather used, but however, the stitching has not failed anywhere. All the stitching that you see is all double stitch. Anywhere there is stitching, it's all double stitch. That is, there is one line of stitching and then there is another line of stitching for reinforcement. It has got these vents here for breathing. The upper of the boot is again nylon. This is to keep the weight down, but it provides decent amount of comfort. The laces are nylon laces with metallic eyelets. All these eyelets are metallic. Also, you will find that on the lace pattern there are cuts here provided, which helps with flexion of the boot. When you're wearing them, it helps with flexion. So that's a small point where people should pay attention. Also, you'll find that the rear of the boot is again slightly curving forward, which allows it to hold the heel firmly in place. The boot is very comfortable. There is no shifting of the feet inside. The boot also comes with a side zip. The zipper is YKK. Unlike other boots where the zip pattern goes straight up and down, here the YKK zipper is curved, coming to the front of the boot. It does work, however I have not been using the zippers much. There used to be a decent amount of water resistance. I will not say waterproofing. There used to be a decent amount of water resistance because of this cloth which they've added inside. However, over a period of time, whatever coating was there on this cloth has worn away and I don't use the zip anymore. I use the laces only so that the zip doesn't fail. I am not saying that the zip will fail. However, in my own wisdom, I realize that there is a possibility that the zip might fail, and to prevent that from happening, I have started using only the laces to tie and untie this boot and not the zip. So I've used this boot for over 6 to 7 years. There isn't much failure happening. Yes, there is one new spot which I found. Here the eyelet is coming off. I don't know if it can be seen on the camera or not. So the eyelet is coming off, but no major issues. The leather is still in place. I can still use these boots for maybe a year or two more. Very happy with them, very comfortable, very stable. I don't get any knee pain in these boots. Only gripe probably would be that if the sole could have been slightly thinner. I think very thick outsoles actually don't help out much in field conditions because you're unable to feel the ground below your feet. Otherwise, a very good pair of boots. Very happy with Magnum. Again, I usually say that Magnum, probably for the price that one is paying for them, does provide very good value. Thank you.